These regions are fascinating. I mean, they're some of the most evolutionarily conserved regions of the brain. They evolved at least 400 million years ago in vertebrates. So, they should be pretty hardy regions of the brain, but and they are in some ways, but they're not. So some of the unique anatomic features of them might contribute to their vulnerability. Things like the fact that they have some of the longest projections in the brain and the most widespread projections in the brain, because their core function is to produce key neurotransmitters for the entire brain. There's also these fascinating circumventricular organs. So it's these dense clusters of capillaries that occur within these nuclei. Both locus coeruleus substantia nigra, nucleus basalis of minor, and they're kind of these inherently leaky regions of the brain, which serves a function. They have to respond to stimuli in the blood, but in creating that really, ingrained interface between the vascular system and the neurons of these subcortical nuclei, you've positioned them to be exposed to a lot of things. So, for example, people who die of mercury poisoning, some of the highest densities of mercury in the brain are in the locus coeruleus because it's so well connected to the vascular system. There's been some research that was presented like a year ago, and there's people, I think, continually looking at it, but looking at the effects of pollution, for example, on these regions. And I'd expect that you see similar things. And then certain lifestyle factors as well seem to affect the region. So there's some evidence that conditions like post-traumatic stress disorder might also affect some of these neuromodulatory structures because they're some of the key stress regulators in the brain.